taking the time, AJ. We'll turn it over to answer a few questions. Again, guys, just please use the raise your hand button. If someone would like to start us off, they can go ahead.
AJ, what has it been like to go through the grueling camp, have to sit out the first two games, and how are you feeling now that you can come back and help this team on a short week?
Camp, it was a little bit of a challenge, just trying to make sure that I'm back healthy, getting everything right, conditioning wise, just staying in the playbook, and the coaches and my teammates helped with with helping me with that. So it's good to be back. Honestly, been working hard just to get back. Now that I'm back in the building, I'm just ready to go.
All right, we'll go to Will Pelagic, followed by Jonathan Alexander.
AJ, with a short week and coming off suspension, what is more difficult for you, the conditioning aspect or just rushing the game plan aspect in terms of your assignments for this week?
I've been in the game plan. I've still been studying. I'm always a student, so that's never going to be a problem. Just making sure the communication and timing is down with my teammates while I'm out there on the field. Conditioning wise, I've been conditioning, especially the weeks that I had off, but you can't really get that feel of the football feel until you're out there. So that's one thing that I'm going to try to take advantage of while I'm out here in practice and even walk through, just doing the best reps I can.
And I know that you were kind of injured during camp. About how long has it been since you've been kind of full go off the injury?
You said what?
How long has it been since you've kind of been full go off of the injury that you had during camp?
I believe it's been about 2.5 to 3 weeks, just fully sprinting, getting my movement in, working with my team down back in Atlanta. So that's one thing, even though I wasn't around the building, I still had support to make sure I'm doing everything I can.
Hey, what's up, AJ? Jonathan Alexander, Charlotte Observer. Hope you're doing well, man. I'm curious. I got a couple questions. I guess if you played today, how long do you feel like you could go, based on your conditioning?
I could always go. I've been, I've had these issues before, like in Jacksonville, I missed the whole preseason and had to come in week 1 and play. And, for me, it's just really getting my body back used to it. I feel like it takes a core and everything like that. But I just know how hard I've been working. I know how hard I've been running and just staying in shape. So that's one thing, I'm mentally tough with that, and I'm always going to push through. So I'm not worried about that.
And what do you think you could add to this team, your addition? What do you think you add best to this team?
Just my knowledge of the game, route concepts, just football in general. I've always played football, always know concepts. I know what teams are thinking about formations and everything like that. So just to always help while I'm out there on the field and just bringing plays, making plays, and helping with all the playmakers that we already got.
All right, we'll go to David Newton with the next question.
Hey, AJ, David Newton with ESPN.com. Kind of take us through, were you in Atlanta the whole time? Where were you and some of the things you did? Who'd you worked out with?
I was in Atlanta with my doctor and my trainer, mostly doing a lot of track work, just soft tissue work, making sure everything was just fully healed. And then I also went out to Los Angeles with my therapist for the weekend to make sure I was doing a lot of things with certain equipment and just being able to have that time off and just to really focus on me and making sure I'm 100%, I have a lot of confidence going into this, coming back here, working with the trainers, just running. I feel great.
And I wanted to also ask you, I know you've been watching the games. What's been your impression? What stood out the most? I mean, 'cause they're just like making plays all over the field from sacks to interceptions. What's been the one thing that stood out to you?
The big thing that stood out to me, especially from watching these games, just the brand that the coaches are trying to bring to the team, you really see it out there for all 4 quarters. And like you said, we have a lot of playmakers, and just to see the defense, how they're out there hunting, just making plays, playing sound defense, the effort in general. And as a team, we're just playing great complementary football. When you have a team that does that, you can keep that all season and only good results come out of that.
We'll go to Darren Gant, followed by Jonathan Alexander.
AJ, when you think about what they're asking so many young cornerbacks to learn here, how is it in terms of or relative to other defenses? Is this a lot more complicated than what you were learning your first couple of years, or how does that compare?
Yeah, I think when I started off where I was at, it was a lot of just you play your man, certain coverages, it's just man to man. You follow this guy. Certain techniques was easy, just a lot of press. And coming here, knowing all positions, that kind of just, even though it's a challenge at the beginning, it helps you to understand the defense and where your help is going to be no matter where you're lined up at. So that's one thing. And then when you have a rush like ours and just the back end communicating on the same page, it just makes everything better.
How do you see JC and Keith and those guys picking that up?
I saw them picking it up at OTAs early. Those are guys you could tell are students of the game, especially when they're out there. They're taking, advice from me, D-Jack, Mel, everybody, especially in camp. So taking the coaching, the coaches are hard on us, not only the rookies, but just everybody in general. And that's what's been helping us just to go out there on the field, I believe, and just fly around.
AJ, how is it to come back to a team that's kind of rolling, leads in most statistical categories right now?
It's great. I'm just excited to be back because I want to help bring more of that and just keep that same energy the whole time. And all you can do is just take it a week at a time. I don't really try to worry about all that, just really doing my job and helping the team win.
And you've been on some good defenses in the past, especially, early. What does this team have that maybe those best teams with the Jaguars that you played on had?
Just playing together, honestly, the chemistry, flying around, just the effort, the mentality that the defense brings, you can see it out there. And that's one thing that we're going to try to keep up all season.
All right. Thanks, AJ.
Thank you, guys.